Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to ensure that this debate is placed in an honest and important historical context. In the 1930s and early 40s, Hitler needed America out of his war. He used propaganda in this country to divide us and to keep us out of his war in Europe. Pro-Hitler propaganda was all over the country, and it reached this body. We know this now. Members of Congress were in on it. As a Jew, this is frighteningly similar to what is happening today. 1 year ago, a new foreign adversary invaded Eastern Europe. Putin, like Hitler, wants us divided and isolated from his war. We must be clear-eyed about pro-Putin propaganda and who and why some intentionally and others unintentionally are promoting his will. Why are we being asked to ban American officials from trying to stop propaganda from foreign adversaries like Putin? Why are some proposing we leave Syria, which Putin wants? Why is the call to abandon Ukraine continuing to emerge from some members? Remember, Hitler did this. He used Americans to spread his propaganda, and it cost millions their lives. Putin is doing the same thing. I urge my colleagues to vote no on H.R. 140 and to call out any and all attempts to promote Putin's propaganda and will. At the appropriate time, I will offer a motion to recommit this bill to committee. If the House rules permitted, I would have offered the motion with an important amendment to the bill. The amendment would have delayed implementation of the bill until federal agencies reported to Congress that this bill would have no negative impact on lawful activities to combat speech that incites violence, discriminatory speech, or domestic terrorism. The bill as drafted is very unclear on those points. As I and my colleagues have pointed out, if passed, H.R. 140 will encourage the spread of foreign propaganda. It will also promote hateful, harmful, and violent content online, undermine democracy, and make us less safe. We clearly need more information about the effects this bill would have on speech that incites violence, discrimination, domestic terrorism, and federal agencies, including the Department of Justice and the intelligence community, are best positioned to provide that information. These critical issues must be addressed before this bill is implemented. I ask unanimous consent to insert the text of this amendment into the record.
The gentleman's request will be covered by general leave.
Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentleman reserves.